jump in the back of the pickup truck and join us for a ride back to the good old days.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
A nostalgic podcast based on entertainment and memories from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. Come with us and revisit the best time ever. So jump on your BMX bike, pop a heavy metal tape into your Walkman, and hang on tight while you go back to the past with us.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
So baby, dry your eyes. Say all the tears you've cried. Oh, that's what dreams are made of. 'Cause we belong in a world that must be strong. Oh, that's what dreams are made of.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Pastimes at 80s High. Got another great one today. We are going to call this Dream On. And I don't know if anyone remembers that old show on HBO, but the good old Martin Tupper and his mom would set him on the couch in the morning and just throw the TV on in front of him. And that's how he pretty much learned everything in life. And I think the four of us might be the same. But anyway, I have Donald here today. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good man. Kevin.
Hello.
Hello, brother Mark.
Hey.
Hello. And I am AJ. And I actually guess I get the honors today.
Yes, you do.
But anyway, first I want to just give another shout out to more listeners out there from Georgia, New Jersey, and Madrid, Spain, among many others. So thank you all so much, man. We cannot appreciate it more.
Muchas gracias.
Yes. So our first category today is actually going to be a two-part thing, a 1A and a 1B, if you will. And the first one is going to be, who would you choose for a TV or movie mom if you had that choice? And this one was, kind of difficult for me. But
It was tricky.
Yeah. But I am going with Mrs. Cunningham. All
Nice.
right. Marion Ross. And I went this route for a certain reason. And that is because she didn't care I don't mean she didn't care, but the kids could kind of just go off and do whatever they wanted, really. They were always at Big Al's or Arnold's and hanging out and meeting chicks. And she was just super cool and down to earth. So I'm running with her today.
Sounds good.
1A to you, Donald.
All right. So I also had a difficult time with this because we all love our moms. We love our moms.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's a reason why when someone's dying on a battlefield, they're like, mother.
Exactly.
Because you imprint on your mother.
Yep.
It's just a bond that is indescribable for males. And it's very similar with girls kind of imprint on their fathers. It's just an
Absolutely.
interesting dynamic. But, okay, so I went with Melinda Dillon, who was the mom on A Christmas Story.
Yes.
So she was the quintessential mom. She did wash his mouth out with soap when he
Nice boy.
As he deserved.
but she also, when he thought he was going to get chewed up and down, left and right, she was like, nope, come on. I'll take care of you. I'll cover for you and that kind of thing. She knew when to apply discipline and when to apply compassion. And I thought she was a quintessential mom figure. And
Great.
Yeah.
I think she was a little wacky, too.
Yeah.
Show us how the little piggies eat.
Now, show me how the piggies eat. This is your trough. Show me how the piggies eat. Be a good boy. Show mommy how the piggies eat.
Letting the kid stuff his face in the mashed
And
potatoes.
when he chopped off the head in the Chinese restaurant, her reaction was classic.
Yes.
It was like horror and then laughter. So it's just,
She was a good pick.
Yeah,
No,
right.
She was a great
Yeah.
mom.
She was. And when he beat up the bully and just that was awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
And
she
that's
was
when
cool.
She covered,
Yeah, she
you
like
know?
covered
It was
for him, and
that kid asked for it, and I'm proud of you. Right?
Yeah.
Nice one. All right, Kev, that's to you.
All right, so I had to, just like you guys, I agree. This was a tough kind of pick, and I went a little sideways on it, and I had to go with Aunt B.
Aunt B.
Right?
That
Because she was just like, she was there with a pie. She was just loving and caring and had wisdom when necessary, but wasn't like, overly dictating the household. She was just cool. She, there was, like I said, there was a pie and a little bit of wisdom.
Well, I just took an apple pie out of the oven. Who's for apple pie?
I don't care for any.
No pie?
Well, I'll have to confess, I can't take any either.
Oh, Andy.
No, ma'am. Just one more little bite of meatloaf here, and that'll kind of fill in the chinks.
Bonnie, you won't let me down.
Oh, no, thanks. No, I'm kind of watching the old carbohydrates and glucose this week. Apple pie is just loaded with carbohydrates and glucose.
Well, heaven knows I shouldn't eat any.
Well, not if you're watching the old carbohydrates and glucose.
Always a pie and wisdom.
Just a sweet little old lady.
Oh, there's a lot
of
wisdom with pie.
Yes, exactly.
And she was a mom, correct? She was someone's mom.
Andy's, right?
I heard Aunt. Andy Griffith. Andy Griffith.
That's what I said. Andy's.
Yes. I didn't know she was the mom.
She's not the
Then
she was Aunt B.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She was a
motherly
to
figure.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think you don't have to be a mom to be an aunt.
No, but this is favorite mom.
Right.
Category.
And I picked Aunt B.
That's fine. She was a motherly figure.
She was a motherly figure on the show.
Yes,
All
she
right,
absolutely
you
was.
soul.
Absolutely was.
I thought that might throw people a little bit, but
It
not that
did.
bad.
To you, Mark.
All right, before I give you my pick, I drove by Old Prescott Hill Road today, and it made me kind of sad that, I'd love to stop by and see Mom and Dad, and they don't live there anymore. In fact, they're gone, and just kind of sad to me, which brings me to my pick, Florida Evans from Good Time.
Yeah, good one.
Played by Esther Rowley.
Yeah.
A tough cookie.
There are 2 roads out of the ghetto. So far, we have managed to stay on the right road.
And that's what's taking us so long to get out of here. Look, Ma, name me one dude in the projects who got a future that ain't in the rackets.
You, because you just resigned.
Oh, no, Ma, it's my way out, and I'm gonna take it.
Then you can start by getting out of here.
Oh, now, come on, Ma, you're not being... Ow, Ma, let's be reasonable.
And take these things with you.
Ma, you haven't even been...
JJ, get the hell out of my house.
Yeah.
She reminded me of my mom, our mom, AJ. You don't mess with her.
Right.
Yeah, I remember the one time she said, you can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool me none of the time. And
Yeah, she's awesome.
a very lovable person. About that show, I did not realize that John Amos was fired. That's why they killed him off.
Oh, interesting.
Because he didn't like the way they were portraying the black family, which I don't know what.
Yeah.
We had this discussion, I think, during another episode. I think I do recall this now.
Yeah. So,
What a great TV.
and she
dad,
actually,
too.
I thought of picking him on that too.
Yeah.
And I guess they were a little upset how the show was centered around dynamite,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
A lot of shows in our golden eras where the wrong person became the star of the show, or not who they suspected.
Fonzie. Fonzie wasn't supposed to be the star.
Fonzie wasn't supposed to. Bart Simpson wasn't supposed to be the star of,
Right, exactly.
of Simpsons. So there's a lot of characters that just took off.
Absolutely. And now they're just legendary, too.
Exactly. Hey.
Right. So 1B to me, which is favorite dad. And I'm going on a, no one's going to have a copy here, I don't believe. I'm going with Lucas McCain.
The Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
That would be Chuck Connor in the Rifleman.
Ooh,
Whoa.
And yes, just he was the dad. First of all, you were protected at all times because he couldn't miss with that damn rifle.
He could clock that thing and shoot it pretty damn quick too.
Damn quick.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he was so good to Mark, wash behind your ears type of dad, and and just so cool. And I always look back to stuff like that, and my list will portray that as well down the line. But he was just a cool dude. He was genuine. He was a class act, and he brought that boy up right. Little Mark McCain, of course. Incredible show to boot. But one B to you, Donald.
Cool. And this was a tough one for me as well because I loved my father.
Right.
But there were two that were neck and neck. And they were shows very similar time. And I won't say the other one, but I went with John Walton. So
nice.
Played by Ralph Waite.
Yeah.
For the Waltons, the father of the Waltons. And I picked him because he had some flaws. He wasn't perfect. Like he tied one on. He had some of the recipe.
Moonshine.
He drank some of the recipe.
Right. Yeah.
His wife was like a staunch religious Christian, and she wanted him to go to church every Sunday. And he was like, I'll do the thing, but I got to do work on Sunday. There's stuff to be done around the house and that kind of stuff. But he was a good man.
Good,
even though he had some, he liked to have the recipe every now and then.
You got to have. Nobody's perfect.
Even my aunt still, she made
moonshine.
Oh yeah,
she did.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, that's great.
No, it's done. Yeah, the story was told at her
service. Absolutely.
Oh, that's interesting.
Awesome.
That's great.
She made
little story.
moonshine.
But just a good man, hardworking, raising a family.
Yeah.
Trudging through life like we all do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
In the Depression.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yep. Never made
Nice
excuses.
pick.
Just trudge along, baby.
Perfect. Then to you, Kev.
All right. So I had to go with Steve Douglas, played by Fred McMurray from My Three Sons.
Oh, thank God that was one of my picks. Thank God I didn't do that one. Awesome. All righty.
Great pick.
Yeah. So, he was a single dad.
Yes, he was.
Which is kind of amazing because, in that era, it was so much. We had the nuclear family as it was. So to portray him as a single father and doing a good job raising those boys up with the help of Fred from I Love Lucy was the original uncle figure. And then the guy that came in after, whose name escapes me at the moment.
It
was William Frawley was the actor's name. And he played Michael Francis, I think he was Bud or something like that in the first few seasons. And then Uncle Charlie came in.
Oh,
as the dad.
Anyway, it was a great show. He was a great father figure.
He was,
because he had to go beyond just being a dad. He had to fill in for that mother position as well. Mm-hmm. And now I just look at that and think about where we are now, because every dad on television is just a big dumb oaf with married to a woman that would never give him a second look to begin with, and she just rules the roost, and he just sits there and is
acts like a goof.
Yes, we've been castrated by television.
Well, they think that we have that we haven't.
And three of us in this room have at one point or another, and currently have been a single dad.
Mm-hmm.
So great pick. All right, brother, that's to you.
All right. Well, this is a little unconventional. Herman Munster.
Yes. Good one.
Okay.
Good man.
He was a great man.
He was
Fred
a good
Gwynne
father.
plays him. And, in fact, there is an episode where he looks exactly like Fred Gwynne, and it was horrifying. What an ugly man he became. But, he would be a great dad. His infectious laugh I just love it.
You're going to build a car and race it at the drag? That's the most ridiculous and preposterous idea I've heard in the last 150 years. It's childish, idiotic, and utterly fantastic. When can you start on it? First thing in the morning.
And
he had a great voice.
Great voice.
Yeah.
And, you know, nobody would mess with me. Nobody. This is my dad. And, of course, I would be, you know, ugly as sin like Marilyn, because if I was his son, but, you know, I mean, God, I'd be so ugly. But
he'd always refer to you as a Ute.
To what? What was that word?
What word?
To what?
What?
Did you say Utes?
Yeah, 2 Utes.
What is a Ute?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. 2 youths.
If he was your dad.
yeah, a Ute. And you know, have you ever seen him at the plate?
Oh, he could bat.
Where do you want it? Why don't you try to hit one over the center field wall?
And it left the city.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was a great basketball player, and he scared a lot of people away. But I don't know, other times he didn't. It's kind of strange. And
he was great. I know, yeah, sometimes someone would knock and they'd be just fine.
Yeah.
You know, but
the thing is that he just, he was a good dad, too. He was very
great.
supportive of Eddie and
nice
Marilyn.
family. Yeah.
Yep. That's what brought him to the basketball place there, the college, because he was talking about, I believe, Marilyn's tuition. And they were waiting for, oh, God, what was his name? Moose, the basketball player that was coming. But it wasn't Moose. It was
Herman.
Herman, but, yeah, he just would be a great dad.
Absolutely. And his infectious laugh with always had the stomp, and like stuff would start falling all over the place.
Remember the one on the golf course? I made it. And he probably shot a 29 on that hole.
I made it.
Come on, Pop. Let's go to the next tee.
You know?
Too funny. All right. Great pick. Oh, love Herman Munster. I didn't even think of that, but excellent pick. All right. So our next one is going to be a famous vehicle, car that you would either love to drive or own. All right. And this might be a little cliche here, but I had to go with it. And that would be the DeLorean, because I want to be able to travel time. So I'm running with it.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
First of all, it's just a cool effing car. I believe, are they aluminum?
Or
Dark
stainless
brown?
steel.
It's something. It's a metal.
That was stainless.
Different than
brushed stainless.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unpainted so that it didn't rust.
Yes, but the whole point is the flux capacitor for my liking here, because I would
love to travel through time.
Yes, as would I. So that's my pick. So do you, Don?
So I was going all around on this one, and I kind of was going to go a little off script, because I like to do that every now. I like to go rogue a little bit, and I wanted to go with the Lincoln Continental of space, which I put as Luke Skywalker's land speeder. But it's not a car.
No wheels.
It doesn't have wheels. But
I could have put the Jetsons thing there, for God's sakes.
But it reminded me of a Lincoln Continental convertible. So I'm going with
it's in his head.
a
All right.
JFK?
There's a Lincoln Continental was converted to a tank in Animal House.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I went with.
me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a great one.
I was going to go with the land speeder.
That would have been
Illegal. So I went with the one that is a vehicle, and it's a Lincoln Continental.
All right. Okay.
And
Okay,
they
you-
converted it into a tank for the parade when they just destroyed the parade. It was so awesome.
Wasn't that Dorfman's brother's car?
Yeah. Oh, they broke out the welder, and it's just awesome. That was such an awesome movie.
Nice.
So many great scenes in that. But when they're like,
I hate those guys.
Like people are flying. They go
Jumping
through the
out of the
bleachers.
way,
yeah.
Did Blutowski drive off with that at the end? Was he?
He did,
Yeah.
and he became a senator.
Yeah, which makes sense. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, class act.
Oh, nice.
Great one. Awesome, Kev. To you.
I had to do it because it's the ultimate TV car.
I know what
I'm going with the fucking Batmobile.
I knew it.
Yeah. It's the best.
Got it.
Who wouldn't want to drive the Batmobile?
Definitely on my list.
Such a cool car.
Oh,
Unless
nice.
it rains.
Not to be
Yeah.
confused with what we called the Batmobile.
What did you call the Batmobile?
Lighting farts on fire.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But Kev, I do believe, didn't the windows, like, couldn't they slide over? Like, didn't the electronics make the window sometimes go over their heads if it were wet out?
I don't know.
Nor do I, but-
I don't know if it had. I mean, you never saw any like cockpit
Right.
canopy that would slide back and forth.
It
but
had to have
maybe it was like the T roofs back in the. You had them in a. They had them in a little package in the trunk.
In the trunk, right.
Next to that thing that was shooting out rocket fuel.
I mean, if they had shark repellent, they had windows to cover themselves.
There's a motorcycle type vehicle that always reminds
It
me
does.
of the Batmobile.
I know what you're talking about.
You know
Yeah.
exactly what I mean,
Yeah.
don't you?
It looks like the modern Batmobile.
Is it the one
with
with the
Christian
trike?
Bale?
Like
yes, it's
two
a
wheels
trike.
in
It's
the
got
front.
the fat tires.
the
yeah.
tumbler.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you're approaching it. Yeah.
But there was a bat cycle and a little motorized sidecar that the actor that played Robin got hurt every time they used it.
Would
Burt
it
Ward?
detach?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it had like no brakes and no control, and it would detach and it would zoom off, and it stopped by him crashing into something and getting injured.
Awesome. I'm so glad you took it because that was my other one.
Had to be done.
I always go to the roadblock thing that folds down
Yes.
for them to drive over and
14
then pops
miles to
back up.
Gotham.
Yeah, exactly. Love it. Awesome. All right, Mark, where do you?
Okay, well, going fourth has some advantages today. But anyway, I'm going with obviously the Gran Torino from Starsky and Hutch.
Nice.
There you go.
A 76 Gran Torino with red car with the white stripes. Beautiful friggin' car.
Your first car, right?
My first car,
Right.
but I'm gonna
Army
say,
green.
yeah, that actually is the color in the Starsky and Hutch movie of the car. I think if you look it up.
The army green one?
Yes.
Nice.
And anyway,
awesome.
but I bet it's in much better shape and doesn't break down every 3 weeks. And I'm just going to throw in a little something because I doubt this category's going to come up again. When I was a kid, we saw the movie Herbie the Love Bug.
Oh, of course.
This is a 1969 movie, and we went down to I lived in Littleton, and 75 cents for a friggin' matinee ticket. My good Lord, what a fun movie that was. And this car had a mind of its own. So.
Oh, yeah. And he talked to you, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, he didn't really talk. He just, I don't remember. I don't know. But
Maybe
yeah.
that was the cartoon version of it that I'm thinking of.
probably.
I think he just beeped.
Because in the movie, it was it's a different car I'm thinking of, I think, because his tongue would come out of the front and he'd always talk like this.
Talking about speed buggy.
Speed buggy, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, that was just such a fun movie. But yeah, it's kind of my 1 and 1A. And there's a lot of cool cars and movies.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Great pick.
thank you.
All right. So we're on to 3 here. And this is going to be what TV or movie character would you choose to be your girlfriend? And I had 2 choices here. Now I'm struggling because I didn't think I went first today. But
I told you did.
Gato. Anyway, I'm going with Julia Gulia.
I don't even know your last name.
It's Gulia.
Gulia. Julia's last name is gonna be Gulia. Julia Gulia. That's funny.
Why is that funny?
I don't know.
from
Julia Gulia. Is that
Drew? It's Drew Barrymore from The Wedding Singer.
She's such a classic in that movie. Yeah,
perfect. Like,
did you say perfect?
Yes,
Speaking of Batman,
girl.
Eartha Kitt.
Oh, she's like the perfect girlfriend.
In that movie, she was great. She played that to a T. Yeah.
Oh, and that is just the type of girl I would love to meet. Just a sweetheart, just kind-hearted, a good, wholesome woman, which I'm sure there's some out there.
No, there's plenty of them, AJ. We just haven't found them yet.
Oh, you better be careful.
I know. I married one of them, obviously.
There you go.
All right.
Save.
Yeah, save, exactly. All right, Don, go to you.
So I went with the kind of like the Batmobile of girls. And
we have to find out if that's a compliment or not. Right? You're the Batmobile of women.
Say it.
The classic debate whether it was Ginger or Mary Ann.
Oh, thank God.
And I went with Mary Ann.
Yes, you should have.
It's all Mary
Dawn
Ann.
Wells. The Mary Ann character on Gilligan's Island.
She was hot.
She was so beautiful. She was smart.
Wholesome.
She was wholesome. Yeah, she was amazing. So there was one that I thought you guys would think I would have picked.
It's probably the one I'm going to pick if it's.
So I won't say it. But
well, maybe.
Yeah. That's a great one, though. I didn't even think of her either. And I think 99.9% of men choose her over Ginger.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Ginger's high maintenance.
Oh, God,
exactly.
Yeah.
Ginger would be good for a date.
A night.
Exactly.
After that, too much work. She takes the makeup off, and you're like, maybe not.
She's the one for the hookup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dawn, on the other hand, yeah.
Yeah, those
You're-
shorts.
Yeah, you're taking her home to mom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice one. All right, Kev.
All right. So many options. I mean,
God, yeah.
good Lord, if any of these women were actually my age or not dead or still alive or had any interest in someone like me, which is highly unlikely. I don't know. I had to go with Stacey Dash from Clueless because she just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw some interviews with her and she's like, really, she doesn't do well in relationships. So I don't know. Maybe we would get along. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if but she is just physically a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Absolutely.
And that's where I ended up.
Nice. Good one.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right. Well, ironically, I had a different choice. And my wife, Valerie, this morning said, how about this person? And I'm like, oh, my God, how did I miss that? Because I didn't know that she knew that, which woman I'd like to date. I'm going with Jeannie, Barbara Eden.
Good one.
Oh, my God. She was
beautiful.
I understand that. But she was, I'm sorry to get so excited, but honey, I want this. Honey, could you,
And a little.
We are gathered here today to join this man and this woman.
Now, hold it. We're gathered here today to go to a baseball game. Jeannie, would you get rid of him? I don't have a ticket for him.
If you care for me so much, why is it so difficult?
What my point is, it's like, tonight I'm really in the mood for oral. I mean, honey, I'm really having a stressful day. I'll be home for lunch.
I'd like some lobster.
How about cowgirl? Whatever. I'm sorry. But my God, she would do anything for you. There would be no debate.
No complaint.
She called him master.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we know why the show did well. And the rumor has it that you could see Bush through the pants. That she wore, too.
I've heard that as well.
I've heard that. Not had the time to go back over the series.
I'm just saying. I mean, we have a bottle that looks like a genie thing up on the shelf in my living room. It's like, oh, God, can you let her come out of that thing?
Your wish is my
I
command.
find it funny, though, because she could do and produce anything. And your two wishes so far were anything any woman could do. Just
Yes, but they're not always saying yes.
I need a bank vault. I need
Exactly.
I need the Batmobile. I need
$10 billion.
All right, well, okay. This
Too
is
funny.
the category is a girlfriend, so I'm not.
Okay.
I know, and there's much more to women than sex, but in this case, of like, wow.
You have to fill me in on that later, Mark.
I have a smile on my face my entire existence.
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm sorry. Women are not objects. Female
listeners.
Yes, but it just my wife is the one who brought it up, not
Right.
me. I was going to go with Susanna Hoffs, but
I always go with Jamie Gertz.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that
I
was
was
the one I
surprised.
thought
Yeah.
you guys would think I would go
I
with.
thought
So
of
I
it
had
for
to
you.
I had to deviate from that.
Stray. My second choice on that was Watts. I don't know if you guys would even know who that is, but it was Mary Stuart Masterson on Some Kind of Wonderful.
Oh, good one.
Drummer
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was cool.
Yeah.
Awesome pick though, Mark, with the genie. Anyway, all right. So here we are for number 4, and it is, what would you choose for your personal theme song? Now, this could be many different things. It could be a song, it could be a TV theme song, it could be a movie theme song, it could be anything you want. So, because I go first again, I am running with the Imperial March. Just and the way I'm picturing it when I think of my theme song is me just, walking down the aisle at any event, or like going to the wrestling ring or whatever. You know what I mean?
Or going out to the freaking Lions or something.
Yeah, I just
Or the
it's
Gladiator.
such, John Williams, which that's the other documentary I believe you were talking about or someone else was, but there is a documentary on, I think it's Hulu or Max, and it's the music of John Williams, and it's supposed to be incredible. I can't remember what podcast I was listening to.
Man, he could compose for
movies.
movies.
Man. And that's what it's all about. It's supposed to be friggin' amazing. But see, I said friggin'. I'm getting better with you.
Whoa, no kids.
Boys.
No.
You're kid friendly now.
Yeah.
Change that from explicit.
But like I said, I didn't think I was gonna get that one because I didn't think I was first today, but I'm going with it, baby. The Vader song.
Nice.
Yes. To you, Donald.
All right. So mine, I hope I don't steal because I think
Nobody's gonna steal.
It's okay to steal.
This one is theme song from Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
That's my second.
And it's called The Street Beater. And it was composed by Quincy Jones, who went to Berkeley. It was Tommy Morgan performed it, and it's multiple harmonicas, which is cool. It's this funky-
Harmonicas?
Yeah,
I thought they were horn instruments.
all harmonicas, which is cool.
Wow.
Just multiple track layers of harmonicas.
I can't stop grooving every time I hear it.
That's just me, like cruising. That's me cruising down, like.
And you did mention this before in a previous cast, Donald,
Some
too.
cowbell.
That they played it at like 2 a.m. in Boston.
At Berkeley. Like we had our dorm, there was like a center, whatever you call it, like
common area.
Yeah. And somebody at 2 a.m. in the morning would just fucking crank that. And people would be like, shut the fuck up. But some people were like, cool.
I would have went out and danced to it.
Yeah.
I don't dance.
Us guys from New Hampshire would have loved it, right?
Yeah.
Because we'd be up still drinking.
But that's my theme song.
Back then, anyway.
Nice.
Good one. Awesome. So do you, Kev?
All right. So, you know, if you're up first, it's not stealing, Don.
That's
it's not
correct.
stealing.
Right,
It's you.
That's why I have backups.
Rightfully yours. Exactly. And now that I'm looking at mine, I'm cool with it. I'm going with it. I'm not sure how I came to the decision to pick it though. I'm thinking about because we did have a little bit of a delay on this this cast. So some of these were picked three weeks ago.
It was like 6 weeks ago. Well,
was it
maybe
6
not.
weeks ago? No,
a while
it was
ago,
not.
a month anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, for some reason, and I'm going to go with it because it feels right, the Welcome Back Kotter thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead
just such a great chill song. Yeah, I mean John Sebastian, just like, you know what I mean. There was nothing like excited about it. It was cool. You could mellow out and just be like, yeah, man,
chill.
we're just chilling. And because we mentioned John Sebastian, so I've had some friends that were involved in the music industry, and one of the best music lines ever, because as some of you know, being musicians, there's a little bit of an issue with getting paid, because once you deliver the product, which is going out on stage and performing, the promoter has lack of interest in now paying you because he's received
so
the
many
goods.
horror stories on that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one of the best stories I ever heard was John Sebastian from the Lovin' Spoonfuls looked at a producer, and he was about to go on stage at the promoter, and he said, "So you need to pay me now before I go out." And the promoter's like, "Huh?" He goes, "Yeah, it's not that I don't trust you. It's just it's the nature of the business."
Absolutely.
And it was just, and he just said it like so cool. It's just like, it's not that I don't trust you. It's just, it's the nature of the business.
Right. Not to mention, if you sell 8 seats, I'm still getting paid.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But just once it's like, I think Seinfeld does a bit about, they bring you the bill at the end of the meal and the cigarettes and the mashed potatoes. You're like, you're not hungry anymore. Why am I paying
for this?
Why am I paying for this?
I didn't ask for this. Exactly. Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Great pick, too.
after the delivery, nobody's interested in paying.
Just the Brooklyn sign, the population in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
My favorite character, though, and I just saw a clip, was, and I love the guy. He was a great
Uncle Louie.
No.
My stomach's squeezy.
Hey, up your nose with a rubber hose.
Yeah.
No, Carvelli, Fleischer, that did the voice for Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
And he was just such a great comedian.
Yeah.
And he never really went anywhere as a stand-up comic, but I don't cry for him too much because I'm sure he still gets Roger Rabbit residuals.
Right,
And he's doing okay.
exactly.
But just Charles Fleischman is a great comic.
Nice. Great song, too.
Yeah.
All right, brother, what is your theme song?
All right. Well, this is a tough one for me in that I have 2 of them. One is from TV and one is from an actual band.
Well, pick one, because I had the same exact scenario. So
All right.
it's up
Well,
to you.
I'm going to pull an audible.
Attaboy.
I'm going with the Mod Squad theme song.
Nice.
Because that's kind of how I live my life, and I'm trying to change it because, I'm always on to the next thing. Okay, I did this. I'll be so much happier when this gets done. I'll be so much happier after I get past this point. I'll be so much happier once I get there. And you know what? You're never happy.
You got to live in the moment.
Exactly.
And that's how the song sounds.
Yeah.
It's like, it's urgency. And Donnie, when you edit it, or AJ, you can plug in the real song and not do my little thing there. But yeah, I'm always
It was near perfect.
But yes, I mean, I'm always urgent to get to the next thing, and I need to relax.
Yes.
I need to chill out.
I think that's all four of
That's
us,
a
brother.
struggle
and
for
half the
a
world.
lot of humans.
Absolutely.
Yeah. To live in the present and not perseverate on the future, not dwell in the past. Like, live for the now, man. Like,
I know.
enjoy your.
I tried to read that book.
It's not as easy as it sounds,
Right.
though.
It is a struggle, man.
Yeah, I mean, even during the time when I was down with my injuries, I just couldn't relax.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Angel barking at me 24/7, the dog. But,
So, brother, I need to ask, what was your other pick?
okay, well, it was the theme song when I was a professional. All right, not professional. My salary was zero. Eyes of the Stranger from Queens, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was my wrestling walkout song when
Yeah,
we were
nice.
wrestling at this park that was a little questionable in Manchester, down at a baseball field. This is right around the time, it was 2001. And I'm telling you guys, the friggin' interviews I did
I'm sure they were
incredible. In fact, the most friggin' epic interview I did, the girl filming it forgot to hit play, and I'm still bitter about it.
I bet you she forgot to hit record.
That's what I meant. Say, I screwed it up too.
I don't know if you should be picking on anybody about forgetting to hit record.
All right,
AJ.
shut up. I have not forget to once. I think, we're going on, I believe this is our 49th episode.
Wow, we're going to have to celebrate our 50th.
We're going to have a 50.
Yeah.
Seafood Fest.
And I forgot to hit it once. So I think I'm doing pretty effing good,
So that's 150th.
Yeah.
All right. So mine was War Machine, brother. That was the song that, like if I was coming out to a wrestling ring.
I'm sorry. It's just struck me that you're coming out to War Machine or the Imperial March, and I just thought about it completely different. So I'm about to go into the boxing ring, and they're playing Welcome Back, Kotter. Just a fucking hilarious visual.
You're going up there and like relax.
Sometimes they're the best fighters.
Right,
They're the best fighters.
Just the chill ones.
How you doing?
Yeah.
You feeling good? You good? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Wife,
guys like
kids,
me and
everybody's good. Yeah.
AJ and I
Sweet.
go out, and it will be the guys that punch our way into exhaustion 30 seconds into the first round and then get our asses kicked. If it was boxing and wrestling, no, because we make sure the script says we're going to win. No, I will not break kayfabe. I will not break kayfabe.
Not a boy. All right, you ice souls. Here we go. What are we at? Number 5, which is which TV or movie family would you hope to be part of? Now, I must lead off with this yet again, as Donald did in the first category. Obviously, most of us would like to be part of our own family. This is hypothetical, if you will. All right, I saw. So, what do I got here? Now I've lost. Boy, this is my definite toughest one. I have 3 of them written down here, but I'm going with the Ingalls family.
Nice.
Yes.
So that was my
Little House on the
dad
Prairie.
was Charles.
He was also my dad, my second choice. And I thought for sure you were going to take it, but I thought you went before me, and it worked out. But Charles Ingalls, that whole family just, I don't know, fishing the crick. Everything about living back then really. And that's where I was going earlier when I picked Lucas McCain and like just living on the ranch, riding the horse into town. Just that is sometimes what I wish. I wish I could have grown up back then where shit was just simple, man. I go down and I catch some trout, bring them home, cook them, and that's without driving down an interstate.
And catching native brook trout.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of places, AJ, in this state.
We'll get to that later on the natives. I think that's where you're going.
I know. I get crazy about that.
Yeah, back then the fish had 2 eyes instead of 3.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
That's my family anyway. So to you, Donald.
All right, so I'm going with, and this was a mom and a dad consideration too, but I'm going with the Lost in Space family.
Yes.
The Robinsons.
But is this because you wanted to sleep with the mom?
The mom was quite, but I like.
You better be a stepson.
I liked Penny. I liked Judy or Penny. I like Judy, Penny, and the one that wasn't in the family.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
Just because they're in space or traveling around, they're cool. You know, like that's what I want. Science fiction flying around in space.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Danger Will Robinson.
The Netflix series was kind of good, I thought.
Dr. Smith and the Netflix one was a female, right?
Yes. And she was a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But
She played that role great,
Yes.
though.
She
She's a
did,
great
absolutely.
actress.
Parker Posey.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed her work in all her films.
For
And-
some reason, she reminded me of, go on, though, Adrienne Barbeau for some reason.
No.
Like,
Yes, kind of the same energy
Just
there.
got
I
me
guess
that
just not as
energy,
big
yeah.
in the
Exactly.
because Adrian had a huge set of eyes. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. All right, Kev, to you.
All right, I'm going to audible here because you talking about the Ingalls Little House on the Prairie. I have to go with the Waltons.
Nice.
The whole family. I mean, think about that. And I watched an episode last night just to refresh, my thoughts on it. To have 7 brothers and sisters, everybody, they did stuff together.
Yeah.
There's nobody looking at their phone at the
No,
dinner table. There was none of that stuff. And
beautiful,
everybody was living their lives.
Right.
And they were family and they were connected to each other. The biggest problem that I had with it was the grandmother, because she just looked grim and everything she said.
she was really.
She was. She was like, the grandpa was just a big
was
old
cool.
goofy
He
kind
was
of
awesome.
like,
Grandpa was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, my life had been better if I never met you. It's like, shut up, you old hag. Good Lord. Taking all the fun out of everything. And now, again, like we talked about, that was Depression era.
Right. She
But
had
that
to
was
keep the family together.
but that was
she's like, you got to work.
Right.
You got to do this shit.
But that was a big old house, and they talked about their struggle, but they owned a whole mountain to begin with.
Yeah.
They weren't hurting.
They weren't hurting that bad.
Walton's Mountain,
You're
yeah.
feeding
They had
7
land.
kids. You got a 3,000 square foot home. I think you're doing all right.
Right.
Plenty of
just
land
great.
to hunt.
But I thought this was funny too, because the beginning of the very first episode, Pa comes home with a radio.
Ooh.
And it just made me think about how interesting that is, because our
What would
lives
that be today?
Well,
The
no, but
new
our
technology.
lives prior to radio
Yeah.
were that.
That was
And
it.
radio was the beginning of somebody else coming into our home for
Yeah.
entertainment
Right.
that went from radio to television to movies to HBO to streaming
Internet,
and,
to
internet
tablets.
and everything else. So it just struck me as funny that was like the very first scene was Pa coming home with a radio, and it was like, here's
It's
the
been-
thing that ruined this.
It's been downhill ever
It's-
since.
Exactly. But such a great and watching that show, just like you were talking about with Little House on the Prairie, it brings you peace.
Yes.
It's like calm. It's none of that, like you were talking about with the Mod Squad, that we all feel like I get mad if I'm a half hour early on the road going somewhere and somebody's going 2 miles an hour or not going 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. I'm like, come on, let's go. I have all the time in the world, but I still feel like you need to go faster. I need to go faster. I
Right,
need to get
right.
there right now. And it's
Kevin,
tough.
So I have a 3-year-old daughter, and she loves watching Little House on the Prairie and the Waltons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's like calming. It's
Exactly.
Soothing,
yeah,
if you will.
it's just human.
I think my wife would
Yeah.
agree with you on that. I mean,
Yeah. Awesome.
Right. Can you imagine if they remade those? It'd be like an explosion every 5 minutes, and a car
Yeah.
chase, and
Awesome pick, though. But before I go to you, Mark, I must just say this. Kevin could perhaps suffer from the worst road rage I've ever witnessed. It is brutal.
Oh,
All right,
dear.
Mark, to you.
all right. Well, I'm going with Family Ties family.
Nice. Yeah.
It was just
They were cool.
they were funny as all get out, and I'd get along great with Alex.
Yes, you
I would be
are.
more the blue collar. I mean,
Yeah.
we would pretty much believe a lot of the same things. I think Mallory was hot. I'd like to be a step family member. But it reminded me of my own family in some ways, even though, my family yelled a lot more.
Yes.
And they didn't yell all that much, but There was just something warm about that
It
household.
was warm and it was genuine. It wasn't like they weren't trying to be
anything they
crazy.
weren't.
It was pretty genuine.
Yeah, I remember Alex even he would have canceled his date and hung out with Skippy.
Yeah,
You know, they were just.
Oh,
really-
you mean the guy from Trick or Treat?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
yes.
I love the parents were kind of hippies, and then here you got Alex, who's kind of conservative.
Yeah, which
Kind of.
Yeah.
What an interesting dynamic at that
Yeah.
time, because the hippies all rebelled against their conservative parents. So of
Right.
course,
Right.
the
Conservative.
conservative would rebel
Right.
against
Right.
it. Because
Yeah.
didn't the father work for PBS or something?
I
like
don't.
that?
Michael Gross. I don't. Yeah, but they.
And
it
Alex
was
had a
ju-
picture of Reagan in his room.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it Justine or Justine Bateman?
Justine.
Yeah. No,
Justine,
she's
she's
conservative
great now.
in real
She's
life. Yeah.
awesome. Like she is a fighter on X, and she's out there
Yeah.
doing some good stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she had that boyfriend. Hey.
Nick Moore, I'd like to meet my parents, Elise and Stephen Keaton.
Nice to meet you, Nick. It's a pleasure having you here.
Hey.
It is nice to meet you finally. I've heard an awful lot about you.
Hey.
My brother and sister, Alex and Jennifer.
Hey.
Would have loved to have been in that house and hung out with them. And, Jennifer was a sweetheart. She reminded me of the girl I carpooled with.
The ugly sibling.
I was going to say, that's a
I
real.
didn't think-
You had a crush on Tina.
she was the
Yothers.
ignored one. Like she was the forgotten one.
She wasn't
shouldn't even
ugly.
have been on
She
the
wasn't
show.
ugly
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
Do I have to take this insults from
It
you
was
guys?
She was filler.
Yeah.
It was funny how much flack she got.
Well, it's
and
like
you kind of
Carrie
felt
on-
bad for
on
the
the-
actress. It was.
I mean, I could have picked her from my girlfriend because she reminded me of me. Always on the back burner. You know what I mean?
All right, you imbecile. You were saying, Donald? I
Oh, like
apologize.
Carrie and the Ingalls. Like
Carrie.
Carrie
Yeah,
Ingalls.
yeah.
Like she was nothing.
the
She
little
did-
daughter.
She did nothing
Yeah.
in this show.
Albert had a way bigger part
Right,
than her.
right.
Yeah, well, next thing we're going to talk about Chuck.
All right, here we go.
Cunningham.
He's gone to Greenland.
Where
We'll never
are
see
we?
him
here,
Was it
again.
Greenland?
What's up, Chuck?
We are moving on to number 6, which is an A and B. Okay, so we'll go around the table for A and then B, if you will.
Okay.
All right. So this is going to be a TV or movie character you would most like to hang out with.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going with somebody that probably no one is ever going to know unless they're into this cult classic like me. And that would be Turtle from the North Shore.
I knew that was coming.
He just a surfer dude from Hawaii, bored, trying to just make his way through life, sanding boards, and wants to learn to shape them. And when the surf's good, nobody works.
This is where you work, Turtle? Only when the surf's bad, Barno. Because when the surf's good, nobody works.
Just to hang out with him in Hawaii. He's always going to parties and, it looked like the life, man. Going to parties on the North Shore, surfing when the surf's good. Nobody works when the surf is good, as I said. So it's like, it's my dream, man. So that's what I'm going with, Turtle, and he's funny as fuck as well. So,
There goes that PG rating.
He'd be a blast to hang out with, man. All right, Dungo.
So I'm going with the character, all his characters. I originally was going to go with the Donger. Long Duck Dong. But then I'm going to go with Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh, wow.
Who was in 16 Candles, co-working with the Donger.
Yes, indeed.
And he was in that show, I think he was just called The Geek.
He was the geek.
Just The Geek. I don't know what his character name was.
I don't believe he had a name.
Yeah, it was just The Geek. But Gary in
Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Have you ever wondered how sad it is that your son's only sexual outlet is tossing off to magazines in the bathroom?
Oh, Gary! Oh, Ma, I never tossed off to anything. You told me you were coming.
You know, like all his roles in The Breakfast Club,
He was a way better geek.
Like
than
I would
when he
hang,
got,
I would,
like,
yeah, like
you know,
with
I
John
would hang
Cusack.
out with him because he was a smart geek.
Yeah.
You know, he was a good geek. He was the king of the geeks kind of thing.
He was the king of... He's the one who held up the panties.
Right.
Kind of like the king of the dipshits.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
She walks in and knocks over the pyramid.
Yeah.
And then turns around and looks at John Cusack's character. He's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
He's a little smarter than the other geeks.
Yeah, like I love it when he's mixing a drink, you know, with the guy. He's like, oh, look, you know.
But he's not as low as a pencil neck geek.
No, but he's he's the cool geek.
But he always,
geek.
and
he was
you
fun to hang.
think
He would
about
be
the
fun to hang out
characters.
with.
Yeah, you think about the characters he played. He always had a little bit of an edge.
Yeah.
He wasn't just
Yeah.
a total dweeb. He had some skill and there was almost like a Bugs Bunny coolness behind his geek.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Now, before I go to you, Kev, I just want to say this real fast, is that I think I was like 4 or 5 episodes in to Reacher before I knew that was Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah, he looks so different.
Yeah, his
now.
face changed. I don't know if it's from surgery or just from
he's
aging.
maybe from fat and old.
right. Yeah.
Anyway, awesome pick. Kevin, to you.
You sigh.
But there's only one place that I can go with this, and that's the dude, man.
Love the dude.
You're Lebowski. I'm the dude, or your dudeness, or Deuteronomy if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, you know? That or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
Just such a laid back guy. I mean, he'd probably be
so
annoying
cool.
to hang out with because he'd never have money and he'd always be fucking things up.
Mooching off you.
Exactly.
Are you employed, sir?
Employed?
You don't go out looking for a job dressed like that, do you? On a weekday?
Is this what day is this?
But he's just such he's the man for the time. He's the dude. He's the dude.
How things
been going?
Oh, strikes and gutters, ups and downs.
Sure, I've got you.
Yeah. Thanks, Gary. Well, take care, man. Gotta get back.
Sure. Take it easy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I know that you will.
Yeah, well, the dude abides.
The dude abides.
That's all there is
When
to
he's
it.
being like assaulted and flushed in a toilet, he's like, "Oh, it's my carpet, man. Come on."
Where's the money, Lebowski? I don't know. Put me down there again. I'm sure it's down there somewhere. So your wife owes money, Lebowski. Do you see a wedding ring? Does this place look? The toilet seat was up, man.
So chill. Oh, so awesome.
It was just, he says when Bunny Lebowski goes, he's a nihilist. He's passed out in the pool, and he goes, he's a nihilist. Looks exhausting. such great lines. And,
I feel like I need to go back to
awesome.
They didn't change much of any of that. That is when you watch that movie and every line is brilliant and quotable. That was the way it was written. They didn't ad lib much. It was all that's the way the brothers wrote it.
Classic.
Such a good movie, and it's so rewatchable, like Caddyshack. I can watch Caddyshack over and over again.
That's why
I can watch the dude over.
I need to revisit it because I still struggle. I'm gonna go back to it.
Oh God,
there's got to be a time it's gonna click with me.
Oh my God, so many.
Because I do appreciate him.
Oh, absolutely.
I definitely do appreciate him.
But it's not just him. It's John Goodman. It's everybody. Everybody's
I saw
line
an interesting
is
thing about
quotable.
the John Goodman character and Donnie. Like Donnie, there was a thing on the internet that said Donnie was like died in Vietnam or something, and he's not there.
Yeah, he's a figment of Walter's imagination.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. Shut the fuck up.
What movie
Donnie.
we speaking of? I guess I never saw this.
The Big Lebowski.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
The Big Lebowski.
That's why I'm quiet on this.
Such
So
a
I got
great.
nothing
You've gotta
to add.
watch it.
Such a great movie, and it's one of those things like. And I know we've talked about this before, AJ, and the same thing with you, Mark, is that sometimes if you don't see a movie till 20, 30 years after, because it's happened to me, and everybody talks it up, and then you watch it and you're like, well, that wasn't that good.
Right, the appreciation.
There's a moment, there's a time when the movie comes out that it hits, and then you love it for what it is.
Right.
But I think that one is so well written.
Yeah.
The characters are so great in it. I
Fucking
mean,
hilarious,
it's
really.
absolutely everything from The Stranger, Sam Elliott. Everybody is perfect.
Oh, I love Sam Elliott.
Everybody is perfect for their roles in that and does them perfectly. Even the guy that plays, I think is it Thules? He was in Harry Potter, in the Harry Potter series, and he plays Knox Harrington, the video artist in this. And he goes, "Oh, your friend with the cleft asshole?" Just fucking, just fucking hilarious. Such one of the best
pick.
movies
Yeah.
ever.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
Good pick. All right, brother, that's to you.
All right, I'm going with John McClane from Die Hard, Bruce Willis.
Nice.
To hang out with.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, to hang out with you. I mean, he's funny. He's freaking. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. Oh, I swore. Sorry.
That's okay, brother.
Yeah,
We do that here.
all right, you can. Anyway, he's just. What is it? Yippee-ki-yay,
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay. Yeah, and he'd be fun hanging out, having a couple beers. Maybe get some of his leftovers. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely is cool.
Yeah, that's my
Nice.
pick for somebody to hang out with. He was cool as all incredibly.
As all get up.
Get out, whatever the saying is.
You said get out last time. That's why I had to say it. All right. Now we're going on to 6B here, which is what TV or movie character would you care to punch in the face? Now, I struggled with this, and I have several here, but the movie I'm moving towards, which is the movie Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. However, it is not going to be Billy Zabka, who plays Osborne. It's going to be Jason Mellon himself.
The kid?
Keith Gordon. Yes.
Hey, Jason, what are you doing here?
Well, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? We were supposed to study, remember? The library?
The library's supposed to be there, huh? I know.
I don't know what it is about this kid. I feel like he was always cast terribly. Like, it's just, he's a pencil neck geek. And forgive me out there if you're a fan of this guy, but he just drove me mad.
Hey, what's with the used books?
What's wrong with used books?
They've already been read.
Yeah, and they already been underlined too, get it?
That's the problem. The last guy who underlined him, he could have been a maniac.
And then when he, the dad's having fun and
he's embarrassed.
He doesn't get the girl and this and that, and he's drinking, and he just, I want to punch his chin like you read about and just drive him. But anyway, yes. And this, he was in Christine. Everyone knows that. Several other movies. But I don't know. He just always rubbed me the wrong way. So maybe I went in a different direction with this because there's many characters out there that I want to punch. But I think I might want to punch this actor.
But he was perfect in Christine. I mean, I get what you're saying in Back to School, but in Christine, I mean, that was exactly
the part.
who
That's
the
a
character
good
was.
pick.
He was a whiny little pencil neck, and then
Right.
Christine kind of makes him cooler, but not really
Right.
cool, and then goes way too far with it and becomes a complete jackwagon.
Anyway, Back to School, though, yes, I would.
Yes.
Anywho, Donald, to you.
So I picked a very similar character. So how I went with Anthony Michael Hall is who I'd like to hang out with in all his movies. Ralph Macchio in all his movies. I want to punch in the face. Like the Karate Kid. Like he's supposed to be the endearing, underdog in the Karate Kid, but I think he's a fucking weenie.
Ooh, he is.
He's even older than I am, by the way.
He's the bad guy in the Karate Kid.
And that YouTube video that came out, and I can't quote it, I don't know who did it, but it's amazing. That turned that series around so that you now say that, maybe maybe Johnny wasn't that bad, you know, like
Johnny Lawrence, yeah.
And then
Johnny
Cobra
Lawrence
Kai
was kind of
kinda
cool.
fixed it.
Cobra Kai is a TV show.
Cobra
yeah.
Kai's amazing. Like the first few seasons of Cobra Kai are amazing.
Yes.
So yeah, Ralph Macchio was mine. Like I love the movie Crossroads. That was one of my favorite movies. But he was a weenie in that movie, you know? Like they needed a cooler actor in that movie, you know? Like
I had a theory that maybe, and I was going to say it if you didn't bring up Crossroads, maybe the fact that he's macking on your girl. Maybe that's why you want to punch him in the face.
He did not deserve her.
He did not earn that.
Yeah, but that's part of it.
Just goes
It
to
is
show
part
you.
of it. Yeah.
Learn to play guitar, motherfucker. You'd be
right
picking up all
And,
the
yeah,
tasty.
he just,
Yeah, I know how to play guitar.
Johnny Cade was his best role, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What was that on?
The Outsider.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that was a who's who.
Yeah.
But it's still a small role, and he's a pencil neck geek in that, too.
Right.
Awesome pick, though.
Yeah.
He was definitely on my radar, too, when I saw the Karate Kid come up. Ugh. All right, Kev, to you.
So now this one goes way back for me, and I don't know if it says more about who I am. And of course, I would never hit a woman. Florence Johnson, the Jefferson's maid, played by Marla Gibbs.
Oh yeah.
It used to, because I was that show was 1975 to 85. So between 5 and 10 years old for me, 15, sorry. But still, I remember as a little kid watching that and thinking, they gave that woman a job and she's just such a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You have to excuse my maid. Every time she opens her mouth, her brain takes a coffee break.
Of course, you don't have that problem, because you ain't got no brain. You keep changing your mind like that, and someday, maybe you'll end up with one that works.
And someday, maybe, I'll end up with a maid that works.
I doubt it, because it ain't easy working in all this heat.
What heat?
All that hot air coming out your mouth.
How do you talk back to somebody that employs you like that? You know what? Go get in the friggin' line for, you know what I mean? It used to drive me absolutely crazy that she was so disrespectful. Right? I mean, she had a wicked easy job. I'm sure George was paying her pretty decent. And
it wasn't a big joint.
No, exactly. Even when it was the big, when they moved on up,
She just chime in
right?
all the
You
time.
know,
Yeah.
and she was just always like, you know, why would you pay somebody that was so disrespectful? I know it was a humorous tool and all that, but it just used to irk me as a small child. It irked me that she was so disrespectful to somebody that was giving her an opportunity that she might not have got somewhere else.
Mos Eisley.
Yeah.
So, although I would not punch her in the face, I really, really despised
All right.
her.
Well,
Anyway, to you, Mark.
all right. Well, before I move on to my pick, I'm surprised that nobody picked Dr. Smith from Lost in Space.
So
That guy-
yeah, very.
he was up
punchable.
there on mine.
Oh,
He
what
was-
a pain
he
in
was
the
on
ass.
my radar. Yeah.
So, no, I'm actually going with Mick from Sudden Impact, the biggest dirtbag I've ever seen on a movie in my entire life, in my view. And he does not have a last name. It's played by Paul Drake. Talk about somebody with zero conscience, zero values, just...
He played the perfect dirtbag.
No, Paul Drake did a great job in it. Oh, my goodness. And that scene where he shoots the dad, who was I believe he was a police chief.
Oh, is that so, Lester boy?
At the end there, when the last guy was the one guy with the conscience that tried to kill himself driving in a car. And then he kills off he says, "We're not going to hurt you." Then he kills him. Oh, it's a freebie. This is on her. And, because the woman that was after, the vigilante there. And
you went literal, man.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going totally literal with this. There's a lot of people that like to punch in the face.
I was just going annoying.
Oh, no. He was literally a dirtbag and very annoying. And if you go with a woman on this show, which I didn't go with either, because, she deserved to be punched, too. She was I'm not going to say the word.
I know
how's
exactly.
How's your
Next
slut
Tuesday?
sister? Yeah, and then remember that part? But yeah,
Of course.
there was so many really horrible people on this show, this movie. I mean, and it was just absolute dirtbags.
I know, that's funny though. It's just I'm happy for you. I'm glad you went that route.
Well, there was
because it
different routes. I
broke
was
it up
going
a
with
little
Doc.
bit.
I mean, the first thing that came to my mind was Dr. Smith, but he was kind of pathetic too.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys the route where I was going with this category. And,
Smith was on my radar.
He's punchable, very punchable face.
Yeah.
but my other pick was Pee Wee Herman.
Oh my God, talk about punchable.
Exactly. All right, boys, here we go to category number 7. And that is going to be what TV or movie set or home would you like to live in or visit?
It took me half a second to figure this one out.
Really, for me, it was very difficult because I started when we said movie or set. Then it started like, do I just want to visit the set? Do I want to live in the house? Well, I'm going to live
All
in
the
this
above.
effing house. Okay. And it's going to be Bernie's house on the beach from Weekend at Bernie's. All right. That's my goal in life, is to live somewhere on the ocean.
Didn't he become president?
It's very hard nowadays to get on the ocean.
Oh, hell
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
But where I could just relax and then go climb onto my dock, into my boat, and go out and catch any kind of fish that's in the area. That is my goal in life. And just to have the Horizon pool and
oh man,
I think it's everyone's dream.
Yeah.
I
to
also
live on the
almost
ocean.
went the other end of the spectrum back to old school, but I did not. So I will leave it at that and go to you, Don.
Cool. And I actually kind of lived this just recently. So mine is what set would I want to live on? What thing would I want to be a part of? And it's Star Trek.
Yes.
So I love Star Trek. I would want to be on the Starship Enterprise, going to planet to planet to planet. I would want to be cruising the galaxy. Well, I actually was able to kind of visit the set of Star Trek just recently. I went to Ticonderoga, New York. So shout out to Ticonderoga, New York. There's not a lot out there.
Pencils.
In Appalachia, but they have the Star Trek
museum. If
yeah,
you will.
it's like a museum. This is set. You can go and it's cool. It was neat. It was awesome. I loved it.
What?
Yeah.
You're
there
a total geek?
Is there a connection to
love it.
Ticonderoga? Is there a reason
that I
it's
know
there?
of.
They were like, hey, we're gonna do
Other
this.
than an individual that lives there wanted to do it. That's the only thing I could think of right now.
I just didn't know
because
if there
it's
was
out
any-
in the middle of nowhere. I mean,
that's like by Pulaski and all that. Like
You're talking about New York, right?
Yeah, New York,
Lake George,
upstate
up in that
New York,
area?
Lake George,
Yeah. Saratoga.
There is nothing out there other than mountains and hiking, and
it's
kind of a
beautiful up
depressed
there.
area, unfortunately. But they have just in this Ticonderoga, New York, they have the original Star Trek motion picture and
incredible
series set, and it was cool.
Did you go aboard the Enterprise?
I did.
Did you get beamed up?
Picture?
I
I
will
saw
show,
the picture.
yeah, I'll show you pictures.
Sitting
Yeah, I
in
have
Captain
pictures of it.
Kirk's
It was
seat.
amazing. Yeah, I loved it. It was great.
Did they give
Yeah.
you shirts? And I'm not kidding.
They had the gift store. So if there's one complaint, the
You
gift,
didn't wear
the gift
red.
shop should have been a little better. But there were some people in my tour that were dressed in full regalia,
Oh, yeah.
had a
course.
tricorder, and they were awesome. I mean, it was like, this guy's cool. I love him. We discussed a movie that sparked Star Trek. Interestingly, starred Leslie Nielsen from
incredible actor.
Yeah, from comedic movies like Airplane,
Naked Gun.
It's called The Forbidden Planet.
Oh.
And it's a movie about a robot. And if I'll show you the picture, you people can't see the picture, obviously, but the robot looks very similar to the robot in
And look
the
how
Swiss Family.
handsome he looked.
Oh, he was
Robbie the
very
robot?
handsome in this movie. It's called The Forbidden Planet.
What an incredible actor too to go from that into his comedic acting later. Friggin' incredible.
Yeah.
Man, just did anyone pick up on the red?
So that trope is very known, and we'll talk about it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't wear red.
Right.
Don't wear the red shirts.
No, because the red shirts die.
Very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. To you, Kev.
All right. So I took this kind of literal as the home. I didn't go out the way you guys did. So I took the home from the shows that we watched growing up that you would want to live in. That's where I stayed at the base of it. And I just tried to think about where I would be most comfortable or what was the most familiar. So the Brady house.
Nice.
Just you know what I mean? You know that if somebody just picked you up, put you in a car and dropped you off, because I believe they remade the whole house so it's actually what it was.
Right.
But you could walk into that house, you'd know where everything is.
You the kitchen.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Exactly. You could go into the kitchen. You could go into Mike's den, which eventually became Greg's room, right?
That was the attic.
Well, I know he had the attic, but at one point
They fought
there was,
over the attic.
At one point there was supposed to be converted into somebody's room as well. But yeah, and that staircase was
I was just going to say,
iconic.
your portrait taken on the staircase.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there might be problematic, that shared bathroom between the boys' room and the girls' room.
Right.
Might have been a problem.
Problematic. I can't even live with two bathrooms here.
Exactly. So anyway, that just felt like, you could just go there and be comfortable.
You know it.
That was my second choice as well. What an amazing home. And you know what? The coziness of it just puts me back in a time frame. Not just a home, but a time frame.
Yeah, you were
A
about 2 years
time
old when that came out.
Well, Mark, they syndicated it.
Yes,
later.
I get it, AJ.
And still today, I think.
I watched it in real time.
But yeah, the architecture is very reflective of the time. Very much,
Yes.
Spoke to that 60s era.
I'm lying down on the living room shag carpet with the television. Oh, love that.
Tigers sleeping next to you.
Yeah,
Very
much, yeah.
important. Very important. All right, brother. Wrap it up.
All right, this is the easiest thing ever. I sit there when I'm Collinwood. Collinwood from Dark Shadows.
I knew it for
Collinwood
certain.
from Dark Shadows. And, as a very close second, the old house at Collinwood. And, this show has been a part of my life for my entire life.
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows, yes, thank you. Barnabas Collins, the vampire, turned human, back and forth, finally human again. First of all, up on the mantle, there's always brandy or sherry, so that would be a big
bonus.
A big bonus. Carolyn Stoddard was in there. She was kind of hot. That would be a massive bonus. And it just, I would like try to take a nap, or when I'm having trouble sleeping, I would fantasize about being in that house and actually being that the family was a real thing. And FYI, Collinwood, the actual house is in Newport Beach, Rhode Island.
Awesome.
And the old house is based on a house up in not totally upstate New York, but a little bit up the way there. They say upstate.
Ticonderoga.
Yeah, I don't remember, but they say upstate New York. It's not Poughkeepsie.
Oh, right.
But that's what the New York City people think. But just, I love the show. I love the layout, and just it's all
Pure
fantasy to me.
meaningness. Absolutely.
It means
That's
everything
what this
to me.
is.
It means everything to me.
Dream on, baby. Dream
Exactly.
on, right?
And I would have picked the Collins family, but when I went with the Keaton family, but they're cursed. They are cursed. So I didn't pick them. So yeah, that's where I went with.
Awesome.
Nice.
Great pick. awesome episode, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Great. Real quick, just to get this out there, as always, if you can check our website out at pastimes@80shigh.com. That is pastimes@80s.com. And then please shoot us an email at pta80h@gmail.com. And do not forget, our socials, especially Facebook right now. We have both Pastimes at 80s High and Past Timers at 80s High for you folks out there to get involved. And, like I keep saying, come on, talk to us. We're going to get you on an episode here and there, perhaps. So really looking forward to that. And this was so fun today. These stupid little things that are so deep and meaningful to us going back in time. It's so important. I still think of that shag carpet and just lying down like that in the 70s and 80s. And it's really, really important to me and us, obviously. So thank you, Donald.
Thank you.
Kevin.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Brother Mark.
That was fun.
Great fun, man. And thank you out there for listening. We appreciate it so much. And we are out.
You've been listening to Pastimes at 80s High. Our passion is the nostalgia from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. When times were more simple, times were more fun.
Hey, bud, let's party.
And we weren't stuck in our phones all day.
Inconceivable!
We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, you can send an email to pastimes@80shigh@gmail.com and hit the website at pastimes@80shigh.com. See you next time.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.